Looks pretty comfortable right now, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I can sit like this now that I'm
skinny. Shut that door, please, for a fly comes in here and lands on my nose for 5 times in a row.
All right, cool.
I'm forced to fight you, okay?
Happy Thursday. Welcome back to another episode of Dude Dads.
Where Jerry's had a lot of attitude this morning.
There's too much energy in this room right now.
Oh, we got a whole lot of energy.
I'm so fucking tired.
So as you can hear, we have our most favoritist guest.
Yeah, she's more better than everyone we've had in here.
Way more better.
This is her first time now.
No, it's not.
Now
First
she's
podcast
not
ever.
she's not used to doing these, okay?
Yeah.
Coming on a big platform like this, but we're gonna make her feel welcomed, okay?
Yeah.
So just
Everybody take it easy on Kail. We're
Fuck,
trying
did
to
I bring
train
my
her
phone?
on
Okay.
microphone control and all that jazz. Anyway, thank you for making time for us.
Of course.
God
I'm
almighty.
barely hanging on. I'm not hungover. I'm just fucking tired. Are you drinking moonshine?
Yeah, this is Moon.
I have you a bottle of water there too.
Oh, I love this. Wow,
Yeah.
this is
Hillbillies.
really on brand. I actually love this. People need to get on board with the Dude Dads.
Yeah.
This is so fucking country right here.
Do you know me and Pam's champagne flutes at our wedding was a mason jar with a stem?
Good fucking vibe.
That was our I'll have to share a picture with you. That was our champagne toast
We weren't
things.
invited to your wedding, so
I'm gonna go ahead and
I
say
guess
it right
I probably
now.
barely knew you then, 2012.
I hadn't moved here yet.
Okay, so it was right before.
Yep, you got married right before we moved
When
here.
we renew our vows, we'll let you
Okay,
know.
perfect.
We'll go to
So-
Vegas and we'll have fun.
We'll go to Vegas. Okay, I'll be the DD.
So
Speaking of Jelly Roll, right? I know.
First of all, Jerry sent me a picture of his tour buses broke down on Route 1.
I think
Which
they blow out a tire.
I hate that for them.
Well, that's
because-
crazy because Route 1 is really nice. So typically, if you were going north, were they going towards Ocean City?
I don't know. Jerry sent me a picture.
I said they
didn't
must have
know.
been going north because typically you get to Delaware and you're like, cool. They must
Yeah.
have hit it in Philly because you get to Delaware, it's like instant. I don't like the way. Fuck you, dude. With your subtle.
I'm just
you know what I
trying
mean?
to, I'm just trying to be
A lot
better.
of rules. Jerry came in here with a lot of attitude this morning.
Attitude?
He
Well, we're all
he
fucking tired,
Tried
Tom.
to treat me like his dad. You know what I mean? Like it's
First
just
of all,
sometimes-
you didn't want to walk over to the school with me.
Well,
I saw, okay, for those of y'all listening to this podcast right now, Tom, Jerry, my kids go to the same school. So they walk over their kids, they park in a parking lot and walk their kids over in the morning, right? And like, I have always been lazy my whole life. So I drive my kids. Well, lately I'm like, okay, I'm not getting enough steps in during the day. So I'm like, let me start walking. I need to just start my day walking, right? It's like 2 steps, but like, we're going to do this. See you guys, see him. And let Lux out to play because you had said, like, come play with us in the morning. So cool, fine, love that. I go, are you walking over? He's like, no.
Not yet.
you know,
It was,
8:30.
they played for 20 minutes.
looking back at it, it was like a sad puppy moment. You're like, are you walking? I'm like,
Because y'all invited me to
well,
play and
first
then walk
off, we
over
invited you to play at the park first, okay? And then everyone plays, and then we all walk over together. Yes.
because Jerry wasn't there, you weren't walking over yet.
Yeah, because we go a little bit longer.
Usually it's 8:30. 8:30 or so is when we start.
Okay,
walking.
so now I had a
Grab
dentist
the
appointment, so I
I
had to get the
figured you were
fuck
in a
out. I
rush.
also had 2 kids in the car, so I was
Yeah.
like, let me not do this, and then they have picture day and whatever else. So
Is that why the
Now-
that
window
made
open?
sense because like you
Yeah.
let them kids out, you're like, picture
No, I
them.
actually,
That makes sense.
I walked over with them.
Oh, okay. You just left your window open.
I left the window open because for some reason my car has this habit of locking with the keys in it,
Oh.
and it shouldn't. It's not supposed to because like the year it was built or whatever. But I just put my windows down because I was like, It feels like I'm hungover. It feels like I drank or something.
Well, let me go ahead and just apologize. I'm very sorry that you asked me and that I didn't affirm your feelings in that moment and that we didn't get to walk together.
Thank
but
you.
I promise you tomorrow we can walk together.
Thank you for validating
And
my
I
feelings.
now just realize I won't be there tomorrow. I'll be in the Poconos. Sorry about your luck. See you on Monday.
Oh wait, so are the kids going or the kids are not going either?
Oh, the kids are going. Yeah.
Okay,
We're
but you will be in the Poconos.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
the
the
kids
kids
are going
are
to
going
Poconos. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Got
whole
it.
family.
The whole
Okay.
family. And Danny, his kids I play with
Who's
there too.
Danny?
He's the guy that is also, well, you know what?
Do I know Danny?
Probably not. The other blonde hair girl that's with my wife sometimes. Yeah.
I never see your wife. Like I know her, obviously, but I never see her anywhere.
That's
I see
how.
Pam
That's how I
sometimes.
keep it, dude. I keep her on a tight leash. I keep her in the house.
You
She
fucking
don't-
wish. You fucking
Yeah, right.
wish. Your wife
By
was
the
a
way,
smoke show too.
Yo,
Like,
she was so hot last night.
last night her outfit was fucking everything, and I was like, wow.
I tried to get her, dude. I was trying, dude. Before we left the house,
You were like, hold on, we might be late.
I was like, she's like, can you stop staring at me? Like,
You want to see my wiener?
dude? I was trying, but I was like, no. When we got home, dude, she was dead ass tired. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bother you. I'll just get you tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to make you put back
If
some of
you're
that
lucky,
shit back on.
she'll get you.
Yes. Yeah. Or I'll get her first and then she'll get me, you know?
Okay.
Depending on what number position we hit. You know what I mean? Come on.
So last night we're at Jelly Roll. All of us, I'm sure all of your fans that will see this will see or will have seen our pictures and jazz from last night.
Yeah.
Super fun. Super
Really
fun.
good time.
Yeah, I had a blast. Pam doesn't know a whole lot about Jelly Roll.
Okay.
Like just listens to radio music and whatever, knows who he is. And we were like, I don't know, maybe 4 songs in last night. It was before we came over to your seats. And she looked at me and she was like, I'm a fan.
Oh, for sure. I
Because
mean, you have to be.
I like that he seems so appreciative of where he is. Like he's in the moment, he's soaking it in, and like just so thankful that he's there. Like I don't think it's a big deal to sell out the Wells Fargo Center on a Wednesday night for him. That doesn't seem like a huge task for someone like that.
Yeah, you don't know until he says you're
But
like,
he's
oh, okay.
like he's so proud of it
On a
And it
Wednesday
makes-
night, think about it. I mean,
he's right. All the things he said, how expensive it is. You got to get babysitters. You're going to be tired because you got to work tomorrow. And like he's like, you gave up your time and money to come see me.
I have chills.
Me too. I'm like, I swear to God, I like teared up
Yeah.
a couple times last night just because you feel how appreciative he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're
especially
like, damn, man, that he's relatable.
No,
much-
100%.
How much were those tickets? How much would have been those tickets would have been? We'd have been
I
sitting.
think they're a couple $100 a piece.
The tickets prices don't seem bad. Now a $27 drink.
But that's
Oh.
not even on him, though.
That's not him. I was just saying.
But like
the-
to
the-
factor that in,
Yeah,
I would,
dude,
I
that's
would guess.
crazy.
Hold on, I'll tell you what the tickets. So for those of you guys who don't know, Jerry bought tickets for their crew. I bought 8 tickets, but then I had let Bunny know that we were coming. So she's like, "Well, I'll give you different seats." So then we were like, "Okay, let's give Jerry's seats away. You'll sit in my seats, and then I'll go to the ones which essentially the ones that Bunny gave me were essentially the same ones as I already had, but on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So it ended up working out pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, I hated that I couldn't sit with you guys the whole time, but like I was thankful and just like appreciative to Bunny. So Bunny actually let the kids walk backstage, but we didn't get to meet Jelly Roll or anything.
No.
And but the kids loved it. Like
Yeah,
they
it's
they,
freaking awesome.
they went backstage. They got to see kind of like the under the stage
dude, that's so
situation.
see the roadies, you know.
But to everybody's point, I actually don't even, what is it, Ticketmaster?
Yeah.
On Wednesday night is a big deal. Like I feel like that's a big deal.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I ain't selling
There's
out
a
Wells
lot of
Fargo
people
Center.
today not doing too well at work.
No.
You know, there's a lot of fuckery this morning at work.
You know what? She gave you those tickets on that side because she knew that's the side they were coming out at.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
she
a good
could probably
point.
Easier way
I
to
like
give
that
it.
he walked out like that, took time, shake everybody's hand. Also, when the other guy, when they played,
It doesn't say how much I paid, but
the one guy played. Was it the other guy that played the?
One Zoder.
Yeah, he
I
played.
didn't know who he was.
Take me home.
I've heard his
Take me home,
radio
country
song.
roads.
Oh.
Almost right there, just almost a little tear.
can we talk about Jelly Roll giving his wife her flowers? Let me re-say that. Edit this out. Can we talk about Jelly Roll giving Bunny her flowers?
I couldn't see that.
Yeah,
No,
because-
not her, not like literal flowers, but basically
Oh,
saying like
shouting
the
out the
independent
podcast?
woman and thank you for listening to my wife's podcast. Like,
Yeah.
let's talk about that for a second because so many men do not want to see their wife or their partner being more successful or as successful as
I
them.
don't understand that.
That's so
I don't.
crazy.
It's insecure men,
I
of course.
want Candace to blow up, be famous, and I could be a stay-at-home dad and fish and hunt all day. I'd be absolutely
I
good with that.
absolutely loved that, and I feel like she is just as humble as he is.
Yeah, it seems that way, right? And you surface looking, right? If you look at Bunny and you're like, she's probably unapproachable. Like that's way too.
You think she's unapproachable?
No. I'm saying like when you look at her, because she's a smoke show. She's
for
a
sure.
absolute gorgeous knockout. Everything's perfect, right? So you're kind of like intimidated a little bit. But if you listen to interviews on podcasts, I've never obviously talked to her before, but you could feel that like she's real, approachable, and an amazing human being just by what you can see.
Yeah.
And I think you could feel it. Even maybe this is lame, but if you see somebody on the internet, you could feel whether they're real or
No,
not.
I agree.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
I think people, you know, this is like the point where you're building your followers, and everyone's praying that you stay the way you are now, and that's fact that like you don't get that Hollywood weird, where you're like you forget where you were, and now you have so much money, so much fame that you just now become a P Diddy weirdo. You know what I mean? Like you just keep climbing a ladder, of fucking weirdness where you're never satisfied, and then you're just looking down on people. They seem the opposite of that. Like they don't, this is, to them could be as good as it gets, and they're great with that.
Well, I feel like people that are built by survival, like we're talking about like artists like Jelly Roll, people like Bunny, Eminem, those types of people that have grit, and they had to face a ton of adversity growing up. And I'm not just I don't mean just them, but like there's the artists that have that, I feel like are the ones that are so much more relatable than the ones that, maybe come from money or I don't know.
It comes across very quickly and very genuine. Like right away, you can tell it.
I'm pretty disappointed that I didn't get to say hello to Bunny and give her a hug.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we heard
about that.
Just
to feel those cowboy pillows.
God, a couple of sweater puppets.
I would be.
What the fuck is a sweater puppet?
Come on.
Sweater puppies. Boobies.
Like in wintertime when girls with big boobs
huskies.
get on sweaters, and it's just that much thicker, so that much more pronounced.
First of all, I wouldn't be a complete scumbag. I just talk shit. I'd be a very nice gentleman to you, Bunny. Someday. Hopefully I get to meet you. And Jelly Roll.
And I also, like we talked last night, I like that Jelly Roll took the time to let all his band members go down the catwalks, have all their own moments.
Like he gave everybody their flowers, every single person, even the backup singers that have a huge part in making his music. And I love that the drummer was also wearing Bunny's merch.
Yeah,
which
pork
is
chop.
Fucking love that. And then Lux was like in my ear. He's like, I want to play the drums. I'm like, all right, bet we'll go get a drum set when we get home.
Dude, that solo he put on was fucking. His boy was moving, dude.
That was awesome, dude.
That was a good show. I was surprised. I was like, is he standing? The water at the end, I'm like, is he standing in a circle of water, like inside of it? And he's just, then you could tell it was, and he was like literally just getting wet. I'm like, okay.
That's why I said this must be the end, because there ain't no way he's going to fucking be drenched.
Got a little cool down session, you know what I mean?
So since we're talking about like super humble people and all that, Kail, you're probably one of the most nicest.
More better. You're one of the better ones.
Way most nice, better.
Yeah.
No, like the fact that.
So which, remember you said vegetables?
So what's crazy?
Vegetables? You said vegetables?
Vegetables, yeah.
He didn't get it last night.
He did not.
I didn't do anything wrong.
When you were like, wait, what was in it? And he said it again. I knew. I looked at Tom and I was like, oh, he's insulting him. I love this so much.
But no, seriously. So I've only hung around with you around town, right? Mm-hmm. Different things. Where like, it's not unusual to see you, so nobody really gives a shit.
Nobody cares.
But like being in Philly in a stadium, and like I would say twice as many people that approached you saw you and were like, "Oh, sorry, you said that."
You could, and they would see it slowly building.
Yeah, you would watch people do that. And Kail is so nice, so genuine. Never was a bitch to anybody. You could have been. Some people could have been like, "Leave me alone. I'm with my friends and family. I hang out." You took time to talk to everybody, give everybody hugs that approach you. I think that's pretty incredible. You're the same as what we're praising Bunny and Jelly Roll for. Honestly.
I'm just not on. I guess maybe not on their level, but
it's pretty close.
Pretty close. I mean, you are walking around and there's a slow wave moving behind. Like for the most part, we were in the back, kind of hiding you, essentially not trying to, but it kind of that wall hid you.
Yeah, I don't think.
But
we did
as
that
soon as you got out, and people were like, wait, and then you took one picture and everybody's like, oh shit, and then people just start waiting. Then they're just waiting.
Yeah, it's wild. Pam kept saying, I can't believe that. She's like, that was insane.
Well, because Pam only sees me in Delaware, so she doesn't know any different from what people don't give a shit here. You know what I mean? Like they just don't.
And that's what maybe we're so.
That's good for you. I mean, really, you don't have to be in a place where you can move around better.
No, you can go to school.
I would say safer, right, for everyone. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fun. Yeah,
having a family, right? You know, you don't want like. And it was, it has to feel very nice to have those people come up. I mean, if I had people come up to me, it was like, it's got to feel pretty damn good. You're like, hell yeah, what's up? Let me get a little picture. Come on, get over here.
Sometimes. But sometimes.
When is it, do people ever get like absolutely rude and annoying? You're like, what the fuck?
I went to a Post Malone concert a couple weeks ago, and there was this group, I didn't tell my kids that I was going, and they really, like, they would have wanted to go, but I didn't want to tell them. Like, it was just a really weird, it was like an awkward situation for me, and then when a group of girls behind me was like, can we take a picture? And I was like, Unfortunately, no, because my kids don't know I'm here, and like I don't want this to hit the internet. My kids are on the internet, and now I'm on a podcast fucking talking about it. So I ended up having it. I didn't take the picture. I think they were very upset with me.
Do people get that when you tell them not to? Like, this bitch is lying?
That's a pretty good reason.
And I literally said, I was like, listen, my kids don't know I'm here. And I'm telling this story now because I ended up telling my kids that I went to the concert because I didn't want them to find out if someone took a picture of me.
Right.
So I ended up telling Isaac, I was like, listen, I did go to the I went to the Post Malone concert a couple weeks ago, and he's like, he was a little upset.
You bitch.
I was like,
how dare you?
I mean, to be fair, he was with his dad, so it wouldn't have worked out anyway. But I just don't. I know that like they wanted to go, but
So
they can be. I don't think that. I think it's misplaced, right? Like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no because I don't want to take a picture with them, and I'm not thankful for, them wanting to take a picture. It was just like the situation and the circumstances kind of put me in a weird place.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone that came up though, they were all nice.
Everyone last night was nice. I think there might have been just the one that begged Isaac when Isaac had clearly said no.
That's
And the person that touched Isaac, I thought that was weird. Like, don't touch the kid.
Right.
And don't go grab him. I know you probably got excited and just wanted to get his attention, but I'm like,
First off, does Isaac not like to be touched?
Isaac's a germaphobe.
Okay, cool. Because he was leaving, and I was like, all right, man, see ya. And Cam's like, he doesn't like to be touched. I'm like, fuck, sorry.
He
I don't
has
know.
OCD.
The fuck do I know?
And also, and I don't think he would care if we talk about this, but yeah, he has OCD and also germophobia. So like, he is just very much like.
Okay.
And he just doesn't like pictures in general either. And I think it's not because he's not appreciative of the fan, because he loves social media and like doing all that. But I think it's more like, he can do social media himself, but like taking pictures, he's just not. He's also a teenager. That like weird.
Do people approach him on his own?
Yeah.
Do you train him on how to handle those or what to look out for? Like,
I just
for
tell him
protection wise, like
he sees it before anybody else does.
Okay.
And then he kind of knows to like avoid, because he doesn't want to tell people no. He doesn't want to hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, he's so nice.
He's just wear a shirt. I'm a germaphobe. Sorry.
True. Yeah, I think that
unless you got a G bar and some some apparel, I'll hit that thing.
Goodness gracious. So, me, Tom, Pam, and Candace, after we had last night, we had a great time, and the four of us never get to hang out.
Oh, really?
No, hardly ever.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought y'all were all besties of the four of you.
If it's tough for us, you guys get out more, but we don't really have a good babysitter situation.
We got pretty good
that's the same for us. Like, I have childcare during the day. This is contrary to popular belief. I have childcare during the day during traditional business hours from 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. I do not have a babysitter at night, and I don't have a babysitter on the weekends.
Yeah.
So people are like coming at me because I have a nanny, but it's just in-house childcare. Same thing. So like Elijah had to drive separate last night because we had to figure out what we were doing with childcare for the babies, because I was taking Lexicrete. So I completely understand. And we don't get to do anything either.
Yeah.
But I think your kids are also older, so they have like they're more self-sufficient. It's easier to get someone that like when I'm putting them to bed and that's it. You know what I mean? When
I'm selling diaper changes. You know
Same.
what I mean?
Nobody wants to change 3 diapers, 2 diapers.
Plus,
so like,
my kids are wild. It's like, you also, like, even my daughter's wild. So it's like, all right, like, you want to watch these fucking rascals? You know what I mean? Like, and let the dogs out a couple times while you're here. So we didn't have the babysitter until like so Tuesday is when I got one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So like that was.
But you're lined up for next week.
I am lined up for next week.
We get to do it again next Wednesday, which we're looking forward to that.
Are we becoming best friends?
Yeah.
We're becoming best friends.
We're fucking,
we're besties.
We're already, this relationship is already more better.
It's already more better.
It's the best. You know what I mean?
So we're going to ride up, together next week and go early with you. Mm-hmm. So I think everybody already knows our 6 fans and Pam's.
Did you say our 6 fans?
Our 28. We're bringing 28 countries with us.
They're
our 20.
Sick. If they have y'all's sense of humor, they're sick also.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we're going up early to do sound check with you at Helium Comedy Club to be on your show, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited about that. And then
super excited.
There'll be lots of giveaways. We're going to have some giveaways. There's merch. The Dudes are going to do a segment for the live show. I can't wait for you guys to meet my guests. We're not going to talk about who it is, but
and apparently we're going to do meet and greet too.
Yeah, you guys have to stay for the meet and greet because I just think if nothing else, like even if they don't know who you are, they will.
I wish we had some fucking I could maybe get at least some of the doodad shirts we could have on. At least say
Yeah.
like that way we're not just two guys standing there. Like
Yeah,
we
like
don't
the
have like.
doodads.
Do you have booth apparel like a booth? Like for like we go on a Roof It show, right? We go to a home show. We have a bunch of Roof It signs and everything to put out for like underneath
You
the
can
tent.
put them at Staples.
Do you have that kind of stuff for yours? Like you have like like
like signage? You mean?
Signage,
for
yeah.
your merch station.
Yeah, we got it. We printed it out at Staples. I know you only need 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Well, that
get a
sounds
little-
more better than us showing up.
We got to figure
Okay, so we'll cause, like at least we'll
Also-
have something so people are like, yeah, who are these two guys? We just seen them. Like at least have
Well, we're also
something.
putting your QR code up on the slide thing.
at least like if, are we sitting at a table?
Yeah.
So at least we had like just a small little doodads, podcast. That way, like, oh yeah, these are two
She's gonna
doodads.
have that. Yeah.
So we
Go
have-
fuck yourself. She's gonna have a small. I'm saying for her own booth. You know what I mean?
Booth? What booth?
That's what I'm talking about. This
Oh,
is
you mean for the meet and greet?
for the meet and greet. Yeah,
oh, you
yeah.
guys can print out a little sign.
That's what I'm saying for the meet and greet. What the fuck shit are you thinking? This is the attitude I'm talking about earlier, okay? You're on a little bit of sleep. You're coming at me a little aggressively, okay?
Honestly, Creed and I were struggling this morning. We were both so tired. So
My wife woke me up. She's like, bitch,
We're
it's
just-
7. I was like, what?
I am just like a raging cunt when I'm tired.
So
So you're tired a lot. Just a setup. You set me up for that one.
no, being tired is, I think, sometimes worse than being hungover because your brain's not there.
But what is
you're
it though?
grumpy.
Because I also am fine. I'm just like I will be a raging bitch if I'm tired.
So
Who do
is
you
gonna
take it
get
out
worse
on?
during the day? Like,
I'm fine. Like we're gonna hang in there. We have soccer practice after school today.
Get
Like
some
we're gonna.
fucking Starbies.
I quit Starbucks after I shit my pants the last time.
I actually don't like
Tell
the
me about
coffee,
this.
you know.
Tell me about Starbucks and paint shitting.
It's awful. I don't know because I had taken a break from a long time because I had shit my pants. So I was like, okay, I need to take a break. So I literally went on a Starbucks detox for like several months.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
proud of you.
Night of the Post Malone concert, shit my pants.
Really?
When?
Like legit?
I need to know.
Right before I left.
At least before you left.
That's why
I
you don't
had-
take pictures. You shit your pants. Let's go. I gotta go.
Literally
I lost my keys here
had
too.
hair and makeup done, got in the shower.
I mean, you have to.
That
can't
wasn't
just
just
wipe
like a
that.
cleaning. No,
No.
I
Hell,
literally had to take
we
a shower.
all push a fart and then shit our pants.
No,
And
but
you
that
just,
didn't happen.
You just had a vacuum.
It just slid right out.
like
It
we
was
were
that-
at Dollar General and Lincoln went in
That-
with Lux to go get like candy and stuff.
Kail, you shit yourself at a Dollar General.
Yeah.
Like, you did a low end move at a low end fucking store.
so white trash.
We live in.
You could
harmony.
have sold that though, probably. Hey, Kail, shitty underwear, like you know what I mean?
Imagine I would have got pulled over.
You did?
No, I said imagine.
Oh,
I did get pulled over though on the way home from my Ohio show, and we had all these fucking merch boxes in the back of this rental, right? And there was no registration for the rental in the vehicle, which normally they do have. So the cop like pulls me over and he's like looking at like in the back and he's like, "What is that?" I whispered to Kristen, I'm like, "We're moving kilos," and she was like, "Shut the fuck up, Kail. Shut the fuck up." And I'm just like, "This, it's all jokes, right?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, this is the state police in Pennsylvania, which is like Commonwealth." Whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I shit my pants. I'm getting pulled over. I'm at the fucking Dollar General. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck
It's a
it.
hell of a night.
I love how transparent you are. So, you know.
Hey, I've shit my pants. You know,
Have you?
dude, I got a funny shit my pants story. You know?
What is it? Were you there?
No, but this is one you told me when you were down the beach.
Yeah.
Can you tell it, but make it a Cliff Notes version?
Okay, I'll go real fast. So, back then,
Back then.
back
I'm
then,
shitting myself like present time.
everyone does that. Everyone does a short. There's a boring, but this one was, I was living in Dewey. I got insanely drunk. This is when I was homeless too. So I would just live
Oh, you
on.
were homeless.
I just yes, 3 times or 4 times in my life been homeless.
Wow.
And this one I was living out of my car, and which shout out to my parents, not blackmail. I was like, need some money, got the Subaru. Come on. You know what I mean? Back when, drugs
the
take in, you
fuck
gotta
are
pay some bills. I was like, bitch, I'm tired of spending money on y'all. I need that car.
Focus.
Anyway, so we go out and I drink heavily all night. I had bought a nice, I was skinny and sexy, just the best I've ever looked. And I actually got down to a 34 waist, got some nice jeans, went commando that night because I'm sexy. I don't fucking need underwear. You know what I mean?
Right.
Daddy's doing well.
Daddy's doing well.
You know what I mean?
God damn it.
So we go to Summer House. I end up blacking out. Jarrett finds me passed out on next to a tree, like a couple blocks down. And then I wake up that night, and I wake up next to the toilet. And I'm like, dude, I've been here before. I obviously got fucked up, and I drank. I was like, damn, the toilet seat's broke. I was like, gosh. Jarrett comes in. He's like, dude, you fucking pissed in the corner of my room. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. And I feel like shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that smell?
Oh, no.
I'm like, and I feel my pants are not, they're moving all together at once. I was like, damn, I was throwing up so hard I shit my pants.
And didn't even know. Oh.
Didn't even know it. So they're all dried up. I'm like, fuck. I had that night, summer house is in Rehoboth. I slept in Dewey, right? Jarrett
How far are they apart?
That's like
a couple miles.
Oh,
okay.
Right? So, like, I get up, I have shit in my pants down to my fucking knees, dried up, right? In my brand new jeans, I have no underwear on. I was like, fuck, I gotta go to my car. So I go out to Dewey, I'm walking down the street, walk of shame essentially, down the streets, and there is the Sunrise breakfast joint that's on the corner. I was like, you know what, man, I'm fucking starving.
You didn't go in there with shitty pants.
I went in there. I got a scrap of leg and cheese to go, and I ate that motherfucker all the way to Rehoboth with a pair of shitty pants. I was sitting in the sun. I thought about this the other day. I was in Sunrise getting a sandwich. I was like, I sat right here with shit in my pants in order to scrap of leg and cheese to go, and no one knew it. And I smelled like a fucking turd bomb, dude. And I walked all the way to Rehoboth and got in my fucking car. And then I just showered off in the outdoor shower. Just, you know.
Daddy's doing well.
The jeans, I got thrown away. There ain't no saving those things.
Daddy's doing well.
Daddy's doing well. That's the name of this fucking episode. Daddy's doing well. Put it on stickers.
God almighty. That was, all right.
Oh, fuck.
Someone's calling.
Look at this guy.
That fucking phone.
It'll stop.
It'll stop eventually. You know, actually, it won't even be picked up.
No, okay.
Is that
No, I'm saying in the
proof?
sounds. What's
That's
that?
his phone.
Yeah, I drop it so much. I do, if you move.
No, I think someone's literally calling you.
They are.
Yes.
They call all day.
Yeah, it'll stop.
Spam calls. Do you get a lot of spam calls?
I change my number 100 times a year, so it doesn't. What are you
dude,
gonna? You're gonna call me
fucking
for
good.
what?
How many phones do you have?
Just one, but I have two lines on the same phone.
Oh, okay. So,
So if you ever get a random text that you feel like it might be me, it probably is because it switches between business and personal all the time without me
Yeah.
knowing.
Oh, really?
So people will be like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "It's fucking Kail." And
Yeah,
then I
you didn't
look,
know.
and then it's like, "Oh, it switched to business," and I had no idea.
That's like that phone. I have 4 different numbers for that
On
phone.
that number, on that
4
phone.
business lines that go to that phone.
Yeah, I don't. I've been meaning to like take it off and just get like 2 phones because I used to have 2 phones and I wasn't using it and then whatever. But
If you grab my phone, because I do have some questions for Kail, maybe write that down real quick. Will it fuck up the focus?
I'm going to try to move.
Go creep. So,
Which one is it?
did you ever get to talk to the other one? Did you ever get to talk to Bunny last night?
I did talk to Bunny last night. I did
Yeah.
not get. I didn't meet Jelly Roll or anything, but I did.
Should
get to
we
see
do
Bunny
something
really
where we
quickly.
go down there and see them at the next one, or like, are you doing that? or
I was
anything?
thinking about it.
This was calling tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Oh, that's kind of short notice.
I'll be in a
I can't
Poconos.
I definitely can't go tomorrow, but I definitely think we should try to go to another show.
If he's anywhere around here within a couple hours, 100% I'd go. No problem.
I also think it would be really cool in the future, like maybe 2025, if we planned like killer podcast stuff with like the dude dads to do like something. Because for example, Coffee Combos and all of our shows are doing one big crossover where we're like. In January, we're going to Louisiana, and we're
Yeah.
going to go do activities every single day and then podcast. But we're going to be on each other's podcast. So it'll be like every single day we go on each other's podcast. So it's like 5 episodes to like tap into everybody's audiences. It might be cool to like go down there. And I mean, I obviously have never talked to Bunny about this, but like it would be cool if we got like a couple podcasts that we maybe either haven't been on or like we would want to go on and see if they would want to collab in any way.
I love all that. We appreciate everything you include us in.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what
just
we're like the
wanna
Jelly
see
Rolls of Dude Dad podcast. We're just humble and
Jelly
thankful.
rolled 15 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, we're just we're humble as a motherfucker, man.
I just want to see everyone just like
Yeah, we say that on the show.
Survive.
Meeting you has opened my eyes to meeting famous people. Because if we were going to meet Jelly Roll, it wouldn't have been to like, oh, I met Jelly Roll. It'd been like, you know, I just want to talk to this dude because like seeing him genuinely, like I just kind of want to talk to the guy, even if he's famous or not. Like I want to talk to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of breaks the barrier of like famous people. You know, it's like, yeah, the real ones are just real people.
Well, no,
Yeah.
and,
You know what I
and
mean?
every time I hear Jelly Roll and Bunny's story, I fucking
love
cry. And it's like, and and I'm not comparing myself or hardships right to his, but like the Cliff Notes version of like how where Bunny met Jelly and where he was at, and kind of she hung in there with some things, right? And that's not similar, but when Pam and I started dating, she started dating me through like the hardest part of my life, which is not that hard, right? Going through a divorce, but you're going through an ugly divorce, and like things are said, there's rumors, there's this. I got no fucking money. House is on the verge of.
Time out. I heard rumors.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Kail. What you got?
Yeah.
Some dirt?
Hold on.
Let's
I'm
fucking
not ever
go.
going to say them on this fucking podcast. Don't worry.
Fuck.
But we'll talk about it.
So, right, like people start talking, and my house is on the verge of foreclosure. I have no fucking money.
Are you serious?
Credit's absolutely wrecked, right?
I feel for you.
And Pam just hung in there.
I see it. Those are not the rumors I heard. Nothing even similar to that. I had no idea.
But Pam just like hung in there.
She
and,
rocked
like,
with you
and
the
I
whole
had
time.
to I stayed with her a lot, and then we had to go, and she wouldn't like stay at my house. Like she was like, I'm not going to come sleep over your house because that was like your wife's house and that sort of thing.
I like
she
that.
refused to do that. Which whatever. And then, so you go from like renting, having no fucking money, and then building back up. She had to like co-sign for shit for me. And
Are you serious?
yeah, so
I would
like-
have never
and like
known.
she didn't have to do that.
Right.
Right? Like, so, like, some girls would be like, that's too fucking much, man. I'm not hanging in there with you through this shit.
She's a G.
Check me when you're done. You know what I mean? When
Or
you're done
there
with
would
all
be
this mess.
men in your position that would essentially use her for all of that and
Yeah.
then dip.
I
So-
feel like men will do that to women pretty easily.
It's happened to me.
Ugh.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
like
like-
a woman, when you see, like, their story, which is way more hardships, right? But I can still appreciate it because I'm like, damn, that's, like, I get that. I understand that, and that means a lot, right, when you go down the road. So, I don't know. That's the kind of shit that gets to me. Because you always, when I hear shit, I'll put myself in those situations.
Yeah.
You watch a
Yeah.
movie, you put yourself, you, like, really inject yourself into that to feel it. That's at least what I do anytime.
When I see people talk shit about Bunny, I'm like, because they'll be like, oh, she's a gold digger, stupid shit like that. And I'm like, last time I checked, she was with him before he, like, I mean,
Right.
he was cool, but like, she's been rocking with him since the fucking beginning
Yeah,
of time.
living in a fucking van.
So to sit there and say anything about who she, and like, I feel like they do a really good job balancing each other out. Like they support each other, right? Like she has her own following where she promotes herself and him, and then he does the same for her. Like it's very, like equal partners.
Yeah.
And I think that people that don't get that have a hard time getting that.
It would be weird not to support your partner.
No, but there are I would go out on a limb and say that most couples do not support each other in the same way that I know that you guys do, or the way that Bunny and Jelly Roll do, or the way that Elijah and I do. Like,
Really?
That's crazy.
I don't know a single couple that does that.
All of my people that I roll with are like that.
Equal partners.
That's what I like about Jelly Roll. I'm like, he reminds me literally of like one of the guys in the locker room.
Think
We
about-
would be cutting it up.
Any other artist that you guys have seen live, has their partner been involved, or have you seen them be involved the same way Bunny is with Jelly at the shows and like walking out and like kissing him before the show and like,
No, and I've seen a lot.
I've
I guess-
never seen that in my
I guess
entire
the only
life.
other couple that goes out and does it together is Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. They
Okay.
go out there
But
together.
they're both entertainers, yeah.
They're both
Okay, so-
They're both
entertainers.
musicians.
I don't see them promoting each other. I don't fucking know, but they do a lot together. I would say that. So there's one. I got one out of all those.
And that's they're older.
Yeah.
Like they were
But like,
big in
I
the
can't
90s.
think of a time where I saw, like, for example, I'm a huge Post Malone fan. I don't think I've ever seen his girlfriend like do the same type of vibe. I'm not saying that she doesn't support Posty, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like the way that Bunny and Jelly Roll do it, I think is very different
Because
than
she
a lot
doesn't
of.
even
They're gonna
have
do
to
it
be
together.
there. She could just be home chilling.
She could be doing her own shit.
while he's out touring.
But she had a whole meet and greet last night.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she texted me. When she texted me, she was like, hey, I just got done with my meet and greet. I'm going to come say hi.
fucking
If I were
crazy.
Jelly Roll, I would love the idea of my wife being a bigger star than me. I would find it hilarious. I'd be like, this is fucking awesome. Like, just
Yeah.
being in second place, like, this is fucking cool.
I
You know
love
what I mean?
that.
It's
Though.
like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
What,
That'd be- hey, you guys let me know when we're getting close on time. And
Yeah.
I'll bust off a few.
yeah, bust off questions.
I'll bust off a couple. Kail, what's your favorite holiday?
I'm not a holiday girly.
What the fuck? None of them. All right.
I am. We are going to Disney for Halloween this year.
Halloween's one of mine.
So-
It's secretly one of my like favorites.
Well, so Holidays were Christmas and Thanksgiving were big for me growing up, but then once I had like all these custody orders and stuff, it became like a fight. So then that sort of ruined holidays for me because I was like, okay, first of all, I have nothing to offer these kids on these holidays, so they should just go be with their cousins on holidays. But this year we're gonna go. So the twins turn 1 for Halloween, and then so we're actually leaving for Disney so that we go for Halloween, but when we wake up on November 1st, it'll be Christmas. So they'll get to see both holidays in Disney, even though I'm not like I'm not a holiday girly. My kids will still get to see it, and then they'll also be able to go celebrate with their dads.
Okay, well, we'll treat it like America, build back better, you know.
Build back better?
We're gonna build,
what does that mean?
I don't know what they're doing in America, but they're going to build back better.
More better.
That's the slogan. More better. So we're going to build back the holidays for Kail. Let's go. Do you have a celebrity crush?
Ooh. Most people think it's Post Malone, but I probably wouldn't fuck him, honestly. He'd just be like the brother I never had. Crush.
Even bestie, like a friend. Just one that you like, a celebrity you're like, that's like.
Oh, Posty, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel
now
like.
I want to know about.
Marry one, kill one, fuck one. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Yeah, who's the one you crush hard over? Like, you would be flustered if you met him or her.
I don't have one.
You don't have one like you would freak out a little bit, like, oh my God, I'm about to meet.
Well, I think all of them I'd be like freaking out, but like to like fuck them, no. I just don't have
Well,
that.
I didn't say fuck, but geez.
Jerry did.
We're building back better and sexy. Let's go.
Doing good.
Do you have a favorite board game?
Favorite board game? Ooh, we've been playing Chameleon at home. Have you all heard of that one?
No.
So there's like a card that there's different cards and they have like all these keywords on them, we'll say. So it might be like mountain, ocean, fucking volcano, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you get a card, everybody gets a card, and then one of them is the chameleon, but you don't tell. So it'll tell you like there's something on the card that's like D3, and then it's whatever the keyword is. And so you go around and like you'll say, if it's say the words mountain, it'll be like super high, and you'll be like valleys, and then it's like whatever, and the chameleon has to try to blend in and pick up on whatever everybody else is saying to like figure out the word so nobody could tell who the chameleon is.
Okay.
It's like a family friendly thing, but it's
I
cute.
like it.
Yeah,
I like it. If you had to raid one woman's closet, who would it be?
Oh, that's a good one.
These are really good questions.
That is
That's what the fuck I do, Jerry. You fucking know this. When I come in here with some athletic background, okay? I fucking make this shit happen, all right? I sat there on my bed looking up these questions. All right, it only took me about 2 minutes. Let's get real. Someone already made these up, but I handpicked all these pre-made questions.
Period. Okay.
Come on.
Closet. Maybe. I don't know. Like I typically like to go like more darker, like moody vibes. Hold on, let me see.
If it was me, I'm going Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, you know what? Let me go look at her Insta because I feel like I love Miley.
She's my
Kat Von D.
Oh, that's
She's like
a good
super
one.
Dark. She's like super gothy.
Yeah.
Like they're like Adam's family.
I would say Miley.
Okay.
Miley, Kat Von D is a really good one. I'm trying to think of like the darker girlies.
Would you be in Billie Eilish? Would you be wearing that?
So I love Billie Eilish. Isaac had tickets
Beautiful
for
voice.
the 9th, which is also our show.
Oh.
So unfortunately that's not going to work out, but I think I would look like I already have linebacker shoulders. She wears
as Matt
big
Matthews
clothes.
says, you're big backed.
Yeah, no, big back for sure. So I think that one would be. I think I would just look crazy in that. But like, I wish I was cool enough to wear that stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do like Billie Eilish.
Okay. What's the biggest learning experience with your success that you've had? What's the biggest experience you've had? Like learning experience.
I mean, I think still failing. Yeah. Like I still have business ventures that I've tried and have failed. And
you're probably open about that.
Yeah, no, I definitely talk about it.
I think your transparency is a great learning experience. You've probably gained confidence through.
Like just like being honest about certain shit. Yeah, no, for sure. Like I'm going through some stuff right now, and I was talking to my team yesterday, and I was like, I just feel like when this becomes public, it needs to be fully transparent. I don't want to give a fuck you to the people who have supported me since day one.
Yeah. Also, that's a good way to combat bullies. I wish more parents would tell their kids to make fun of themselves first, and that takes the power away from anybody. You know, if you just make fun of yourself first and have humility, no one has the power over you.
Right,
No one can
because
make
you're
fun of
already
you.
owning it
I already
before they
own
come.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll just yeah.
But can you teach that, or is that something that you kind of have to figure out on your own?
I think is like if I think about my kids, they would have to see me do that. Have to eat shit. And just be like, yeah, I did that. That was me. Not hide. Like if you, I think about like if your kids knew the truth but watched you lie to somebody about it or beat around the bush instead of just owning it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids are watching you do shit.
Yeah.
It's the same as kids watch how you treat your wife.
Yeah.
Right? They watch how you react when you're stressed. Right? You gotta fire off the handle, get all pissy, and then your kids see that, and then they do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
Dad fucks up, he just owns it, whatever, no big deal. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving, then it's not a big deal. Then it's not a thought to them. Then they learn how to just keep it moving.
I think it's a great way to.
As Jelly Roll said, you can't judge me for who I was. Just judge me for who I am now.
But people don't get that because people who are committed to like it's the same for me. People are committed to Kail from 2012. I'll never move on from that.
I don't believe that.
No. There's literal people who still comment on my shit today. Remember when you did this on Teen Mom? And it's like, that was literally 12 years ago.
Yeah,
like,
what were you doing 12 years ago? What were you?
Would you have put all your shit on 12 years ago or even now?
Yeah.
We were all weird
and honestly, those are just losers.
We were all weird 12 years ago.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Did you have a career you would have done had you not been doing what you are now?
I wanted to do everything. So I changed my major in school like 3 or 4 times. I was a dog groomer, a dog bather at PetSmart. I worked in the grooming salon. I went to dental assisting school and had my dental assisting certification. So I was a dental assistant all the way up until I had Lincoln. So people also, they didn't show that. So I worked until I had like a traditional 9 to 5, whatever. Up until I had Lincoln, I was majoring in dental hygiene at school for a little while, and then I switched it to social work, and then from there I went to communications or whatever else. So,
it sounds like that should be like, like how you and Matt are like doing jobs essentially. That you should go back and do the careers you wanted to do.
Oh my God. Wait. That would be so.
I said when I fucking come in here, I come in here like an athlete with the fucking ideas. You see how this shit works?
Yeah, that would be so fucking funny.
That's
show up to a dentist with like a drill.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
You guys got room?
Could you imagine?
Now we're gonna take Kail Lowry's gonna come here and take out his root canal. Okay, get it right. There's dozing off. What? Oh my God.
We used to pull teeth out. It was.
Did you?
I mean, I did. I assisted.
I would love to see you bathing a dog. Just be like,
Have you done anal glands? Do you have small dogs?
No. I did try to do that on my dog, Dude. Like squeeze the back of the tail thing.
Is your dog's name Dude?
Dude and Lady.
Lady's the girl. Real? Dude is the man. Yeah.
Wow.
They're in the house.
Yeah. When I rescued Dude, they're like, his name is Harley, but his original name was Dude. I'm like, yeah, let's go with Dude. I'm taking his old name back. And then I got another dog. I was like, and Lady is a common lab's name, Lady.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I think I know the name I have to pick, Dude and Lady.
Dude and Lady. Yeah. Typically, it's the smaller dogs that need them done. Not so much the big ones. Not to say that they never need them done, but. Definitely.
It's one of the most god-awful smells.
Oh, it's gosh.
Absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Fuck that. What's the best compliment you've ever received?
That I smell good?
Now, you get that
I'm not making any promises today.
You get that from fans?
No, just like random people.
You get great compliments from fans when you see them. Everyone sounded pretty nice last night.
No, everyone was very, very.
Everyone
very
seems
nice.
very genuine when they came up.
Yeah.
Not that like they're like they don't come up just because you're Kail. Like everyone mentions the fact that they've been following you.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Like they weren't like, oh, aren't you the famous person? They don't go like that. They're like, oh my God, I've been following you for a long time. Like I'm like, oh, these are like for real fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got some loyal ones.
You got some loyal
ones.
Well,
I think Teen Mom was like the peak of.
And you could
social media and reality TV.
You could see that in the age demographic of ladies that were talking to you last night. Yeah. Like you're like, okay, they've known her for a long time because just you can tell by their age. Except that one young girl.
Yeah.
What's
your what has been your favorite book
to read?
Yes, like let's say during this book club. Like, what's been your favorite so far?
Wow. So historical fiction surprised me.
Historical fiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like The Nightingale, which was about like around the time of the Holocaust. By Any Other Name, which is about during the time of Shakespeare, so like the 1500s. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the fact that like Shakespeare probably did not actually write any of those stuff that we know today as his
Whoa.
work.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You're saying any of it?
probably not.
Wow.
I like a good conspiracy.
I don't think it's a conspiracy. There's a lot of evidence to support that.
He
And
stole
so-
it from somebody?
No, so
People
he
working
didn't
for him?
steal it. It was more like he wanted to be recognized as a playwright. Unfortunately, women were not allowed to write during that time.
Oh.
So it was kind of like, I'll give you a portion of the proceeds if I put my name on it, but it's your work. So a lot of times it was multiple writers behind the scenes with William Shakespeare's name on
Are
it.
you saying he was the first one to empower women?
Excuse me?
Or
no,
push
actually,
them away,
he's an
the opposite?
absolute fucking hypocrite because he had 2 daughters that he never educated.
I'm misunderstanding. So women couldn't write, and
They couldn't
and
be playwrights.
They couldn't be
shouldn't-
playwrights.
Mm-hmm.
But they could if they used his name.
He was paying them.
They got no credit.
They got no credit.
They got something. They weren't
got-
getting anything. Half of a watermelon better than none. You know what I mean? We're going back to
So-
fucking being humble here,
But
women.
he, like,
Okay.
he wasn't a good person.
Okay.
Like there's like significant
This wasn't
evidence.
on the This wasn't the upcome for the women. This was just like, okay, I got you. All right.
But like women and other writers were able to get their material out there, but just not under their name, unfortunately.
okay.
So
Okay.
throw William Shakespeare
Well,
on it.
we're gonna pull down all the Shakespeare statues now. All right. Fuck him. All right.
So yeah, I would say The Nightingale and By Any Other Name, those are both historical fiction, and then I've liked a lot of like thrillers, like entertaining thrillers. But I found myself to be a dark romance girly, which is like kind of
What's dark romance?
dark romance is like kidnapping and then you fall in love with like your rapist or like you fall in love with your
Stockholm syndrome.
yeah. I just read one that was Haunting Adeline, and it's a stalker and he falls in they fall in love.
Because you know why? Because every stalker in the movies, usually like it's got that silent, handsome sexiness, charismatic,
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely entertaining. I didn't love that one specifically, but I love the dark romance genre, which
So
is highly
you could take some
controversial.
role playing into the bedroom with that,
Probably not.
I don't know.
Probably
it's just
not.
an idea for the holidays, make
Pam likes to read all
make it
those
more better,
smutty
It might
books.
make it more. I see. I don't like smut books.
No?
No, like I'm very weird. Like it's weird because I like dark romance, but I don't love smut. So it's like really weird.
You like a little class with it, you know what I mean?
Maybe, but
She's a classy
in
chick,
Haunting Adeline,
right?
she like gets raped with a gun. So I don't. It's like very, but
Ooh,
that's
that's a little bit-
That's
twisted.
I don't want to say odd.
No, but
So-
she likes it towards the
Yeah.
end of
Okay.
it, which is like that's like the whole. Do we ban this book? Which I don't believe in censorship. So
Well, there's women out there that have rape fantasies, and I would never judge anybody on their like sexual kinks. But there's like it's not my thing. But if it's yours, that's great. I don't give a shit. Maybe I like some weird stuff too. Who knows?
Well, and that's the whole thing is like there was this whole controversy around this book that I'm talking about on Book Talk. And for me, it's like if you don't like it, don't fucking read it.
That's
Just
really
keep
all
it
it
moving,
is,
keep
yeah.
it scrolling. You see something online that you don't like, fucking scroll by. Like
Yeah.
nobody is telling you to
yeah.
that you
No.
have to
Also,
read this.
what's book talk?
You need to get on it. You guys would probably, and there's a lot of male authors.
It's like an algorithm that you're in all about books on TikTok.
When we get a little bit bigger, we'll start a little funky, book club.
You should read something and come to book club
Where's your book club?
at my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, it's online. You could also join from your house too.
Oh.
Is this, do you get like a bunch of people to zoom in? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
My
y'all should
wife
join
would
it.
love that. She reads
I know.
a lot of
I
books.
should tell Pam to do it 'cause she reads.
We need more males. Like
No,
obviously,
yeah.
Pam and Candace should absolutely join if they want.
We can make
But-
this is where we can be the Shakespeares for this book club. Get them to read the books for us, and
read
we'll
this
go
book.
back and click.
Pam, read the books, give me notes on index cards, and I'll pretend like I read it.
Period.
Oh, we got it. Shakespeare was on to something there. You know what I mean? Come
Pam's
on.
gonna kick you
Guy was
in the
probably
head.
just busy. You know what I mean? Gotta
He
get
was
shit
so
done.
busy. He wasn't paying taxes. He was just like upcharging his fucking neighbors when he was like hoarding stuff and then causing or making his neighbors like pay more for whatever goods he had.
So
Shit, he-
What is it called? Like a famish, and then like he like upcharged all the goods.
Jesus.
oh yeah.
He like wasn't a good person.
Yes. If you have a scarcity of commodities and you control it, no big deal. Last question. What's the plans for you in the future? I told Jerry that even though let's say you came up on the Famous, the show and all that, and that seems like that could have been it if you didn't have any gumption. But I'm like, damn, that seems like it's just that might be like such a past memory. I feel like you have so much more to go. Plus, you're young. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's so much more for you to go. Like it
not
seems like
doing
you're
enough.
big now, right? It seems like you're big. I'm thinking she can be really big, like, you know, as far as numbers.
I just think, like, I'm 32. I feel like the ship has sailed on me getting any bigger than I
don't
am
think
right
so.
now.
Because the way I see it,
44.
yeah.
What the fuck? You gonna tell me I have no hope?
No, I'm not saying that, but I guess for, like, I've already been on TV, and to me, because I was raised on TV, is there anywhere for me to go from there?
I think so.
Because I don't necessarily. I think that.
I think the scarcity, like we talked about earlier, is people being transparent that are famous is rare. So I think that's going to become really big, especially in times where people don't trust other people, what they see online.
Yeah.
They can go to Kail's show and say, well, here's somebody that we've seen in the past who's transparent now. We can actually know who she is as a famous person. We see your fans. They're super loyal. They've been watching. So I don't think that they'd want to see you just plateau.
Like,
they would keep you growing.
The opportunities in, like, acting or more, like, write more books, like more novels instead of memoirs.
Okay.
But I just feel like that ship has sailed. Like,
I
could potentially write. I feel like that could be an avenue that I want to explore more, and I have a contract for a novel that I just haven't finished. I mean, I finished it, and then I got to rework it, whatever. But I don't think that anyone would be interested in seeing me, like, act.
I don't think so.
Like
I would tell you right now, what people want to see and is you and Matt Matthews having your own show as a you know, that when
I'm not funny though. Like, he's so naturally, like, talented, and he also can sing. He's like, he has actual talent.
But that's the nice yin and yang of it. You don't want two of the most funniest people competing to be the one funniest person. You want a nice balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could also narrate. You could also host.
I think people
like Mike Rowe. Like,
Yeah.
Mike Rowe is a fucking phenomenal at what he does, but he doesn't act. He's not the main character in almost anything. He's like, he narrates. He's like host shows. Like, that's where I think you would really shine.
I think the farm stuff, like, when everyone saw you doing, like, crabbing and this stuff like that, it would say on the surface doesn't look like something you'd be doing. But you're so good at jumping in, right? Like, grabbing the chicken neck right off the bat. You know what I mean? Like, I think your fans really like that.
What were we looking at last night? And you said something about, what the fuck did you say, Tom?
It was probably funny.
You were showing, one of y'all were showing something on the phones.
I didn't have my phone. Jerry might have been on his phone.
You were showing somebody, and it was like not hogging. It wasn't hogging or mudding or something. And you were like, Kail went crabbing one time.
Oh, you were like, oh, yeah, you're
say?
like, somebody you guys chumming with.
Chumming.
I was
Chum
like,
in
this
the
bitch
water.
is talking about chumming. Like, she went on one crabbing trip and bitch talking about some chumming now. Like, yeah, what bait you guys running? Like, she's a regular on the dock, you know what I mean?
No, because what's so funny is, like, I grew up in northeast Pennsylvania, like, so north. It's like the top of Pennsylvania, and, like, all my aunts and uncles, well, not my aunts, all my uncles, my grandfather, they all hunted. Like, the fucking deer head right here was, like, my grandfather's entire basement.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just that I was removed from it for so long, but, like, the first 12 years of my life was all hunting, fishing,
You're
all
still
of that.
familiar with that world.
Yeah, and so I just feel like you can take the girl out of the fucking woods, but you can't take the woods out the girl.
Yeah.
So, like,
Come on.
you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you put me in that element, I will adapt very quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I
You're
mean?
comfortable.
And that's why I think that even if there's a ship that has sail, fuck that ship, hope it sinks. All right, there's a lot more boats than just one. I think there's a lot more boats out there for you to go and do more stuff, especially if you're hanging with people like Jelly Roll and Bunny, people that are also growing. Everyone, you know, a rising tide lifts all boats. You know, so everyone gets
Rising tide lifts all boats. Wow,
never heard that?
That is so fucking. I've never heard
You've
that.
never heard that expression?
A rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
And that'd be Jelly Roll. That's how he rolls.
Yep.
He's going up. So every motherfucker's coming up with him too. I've never actually seen an artist bring out their opening act and get them involved. I was like, I fucking love that. Like, let's act like we're not all traveling to tour together. Come the fuck back up. I'm doing well. Let's get you out front. Let's have fun. I love that.
It's crazy because even after all the people that I have attempted to bring with me up in terms of finances or social media following, most of them have did me wrong. They did me dirty.
Well, fuck them.
up, man.
That's why
Which
we're
is
going to
just
do
so crazy.
so well for you, okay? We're going to get out here. We're going to get fucking stomp the streets, all right?
Yes.
We're going to create a new tide. We're going to rise it all.
We're a rising tide.
Tom's on one. He's
what is it?
fucking
A rising
A rising tide
lifts all ships.
Okay. I think that's like a tattoo.
Yeah.
I can't believe
should
you've
just
never
get it.
heard that before.
I've never heard that in my life.
That's what we do.
So before we wrap it up,
When you're on a large platform like ours, you'll hear things like that. Okay?
Absolutely. Very inspiring.
Hey, just to
quotes.
let you know, we're going to have to kick you out soon. We only do an hour here. I know you want to stay longer, but look, I got shit to do, okay?
I did want to take a second and say hello to Nicolette and Danielle, who won the tickets from us last night.
Yeah.
I was so excited for them. We've never done shit like that. It felt pretty fucking good.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
The first girl, so I sent her a message, and I said, "Here, call me." Just gave her my phone number. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, she's gonna be bothering me. And she called. She was like, "I legit thought this was spam. Like, I thought this was a scam or something." And I was like, "No." And she was so fucking happy. And I was like, "Who are you gonna go with?" And she's like, "I'm gonna take my sister. We live like just outside of AC. We could be to Philly in like 25 minutes." So that was cool. And then I sent her the tickets. And then Danielle, the second one.
This is the original second one that
Yes,
you picked. She
correct.
ended up getting back to you.
Yeah, right after we left the house, she
Okay,
said,
good.
"I'm gonna call you in 5 minutes." And she was so fucking excited. She was like, "My husband can't go. I'm just gonna take my son." She sent me pictures and video this morning.
Stop.
Yeah,
That
and
is so sweet.
Of her son. I don't know. He looked like he might have been 10, 9, cowboy hat, like
that's
watching,
cool.
like covering his. She's like, "You gave him the night of his life."
Stop. I'll cry right now.
That's so great. That's what I'm
no,
talking about.
So yeah,
That's the spirit of Jelly
That
Roll's
made me
concert,
tear
man.
up. I love that so much.
And she posted in the story, got to see, and Kail, Lowry and the Doodads made it happen. I'll
cry.
Yeah.
And we did appreciate the shout out for us because we gained probably like 200 followers
Last night?
overnight.
At
Yeah.
least, yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
There we go.
Jerry called you or you called, I don't remember, yesterday. And I was like, all right, he's like, I'm going to give them away. Cause I had asked Bunny, I was like, well, what do I do with my seats? And like, I didn't want them to go to waste. I also, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm glad it worked out. And I was like, okay, well, you're going to go add this to your story and then I'll add it to mine so we could get people to go over. Cause if I gave them away for him, it wouldn't
Yeah.
have done y'all anything. So I was
Yeah.
like, let me have,
No.
if I just like tag y'all and then you
And
do it.
you did say go follow them and swipe their story. So I picked someone first. 'Cause I did just do it random. I literally scrolled and then stopped.
That's the fairest way to do it. I
And
feel.
and now I looked and it was like they didn't follow us, and I was like,
Nope.
didn't follow directions. Sorry, sorry, Kiki or whoever it was. Yes, but it did make me happy. We never got to do something like that. That was super fulfilling.
It feels good that we're doing something. Our efforts are making other people's day. And that's kind of why it would be great to be, let's say, famous. So, like, I think I told Candace or you, I was like, man, it would be cool to make people's day if they came up to hug me. I'm like, I feel like I would be a good representation of something people want to do or hug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, have a good time. Like, cool, that guy's not a jerk. Like, that feels great
Yeah.
to meet a famous person, and they were really genuine. To give them more hope in their own life. Like, yeah, like, not everybody's assholes. Fuck those people.
Yeah,
You know what I
most
mean?
people really aren't assholes.
Yeah.
I'm a believer in that.
You know, keep the belief. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Make it more better out there.
I guess you-
eat your vegetables. You know what I mean?
Dude, vegetables where it's at. Pot roast and vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yeah, Pam. I guess you gave Pam your number last night, or you
Yeah.
were texting. She was like, "I can't believe she gave me your
Yeah,
number,"
it's the same thing.
and I was like, "Why?"
I just feel like I know her as well as
Well,
I know
she-
you.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, she trusts you. You're not going to
Yeah,
like
no.
blow her up or share their fucking number or anything
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean?
Do people do that to you? They would give your number out to other people or something?
Oh, I've had people post it on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with people?
It's crazy.
So I just changed. I mean, I think I've had 4 numbers.
let's
like, this
create
year alone.
let's create a fake number of yours and we'll put it out.
Yeah.
Hotline.
And have it go to some obnoxious
Have it go to the
voicemail.
dude-
Go right to my phone.
Podcast.
So I can have fun with it. Send it right to my phone and I'll have
do
fun with
that.
that bitch.
Hello. Yeah, this is Kail. This is me.
Taking a
Son.
shit. What's up,
Yeah.
dude?
You want some
Sitting
nudes?
my hands next to the toilet.
You want some nudes, and then just send them a picture of my butthole. That'd be awesome. All right, with that being said, Kail's got to go. She ain't got time for a shit. Kail, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Kail,
thanks for
thank you
having
so much. Thank you for all the listeners in all 28 countries. We appreciate you guys. And most importantly, you get out there, you have a great day, enjoy the weekend, do something you might be a little scared of. Get out there and venture the world. You're going to fucking die tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but one day after tomorrow. So get out there, life's short, and go fuck yourself.
me. Go eat your vegetables.